Hello and welcome back to a game of Dota 2 where we're watching a StarLadder Star Series day 28 of 29. So this is our second last day and this is actually the last match of the season in the group stages for at least Sigma International. NEXT.kz we'll see once more today and once more tomorrow. So they're not just done, not done just yet. And of course I'm not alone, I'm joined by Mod. Welcome back.
Well, thank you for having me. We had a pretty good game between Fnatic and, of course, Flipside not too long ago. But now we've got Sigma and NEXT.kz. Sigma, of course, needed this one to secure their spot. NEXT.kz, obviously, well, I'll see what they can do in this game. Might be a tough little matchup between Sigma. Sigma's actually using a stand-in here, it looks like. So we'll see if they can take this game. The Slark's already picked up for NEXT.kz, and for Sigma, they've got 2 heroes to go. They've already banned the Elder Titan and the Bristleback, no surprise there. The CM and the Visage are still available if they want to go that route. A couple of other heroes as well, like a Venomancer. I'm not sure what they want to do, though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure just yet either. We still have indeed all those strong supports in the pool. No supports have been banned out, apart from if you want to see Alchemist as a support, obviously. But that's always something that Sigma values highly. Banes. There's often been times where Banes have been banned out against Sigma first ban. Or first banning phase, I should say. And that's still in the pool for them. They have also liked a lot of Maranas. But lately they have been trying out new things, and it hasn't been really anything specific. As we can say, for example, for Rux, they like the minus armor strat, like the whole ordeal there. But Sigma has been experimenting a bit. They will still go for 2 supports, Crystal Maiden and Bane. And there comes another support. Well, that's a support battle done.
Yeah, and you talked about the Bane, you're spot on there. That's a hero they do value very highly, and part of the reason is because they have the Mirana, which they set up with the arrow. That's not available, they just ban it out smartly for NEXT.kz. And because they pick up the Bane, that means they give away the Visage, and I prefer to see CM Visage rather than CM Bane. Obviously they prefer the Bane, and it's their style play, I suppose, and it can catch heroes out. It's also good against the Slark, because you have a Fiend's Grip up against Slark, and yeah, you're not going to be able to get that, Shadow Dance off. So I think that's a smart play, but still Visage I prefer than picking that one up instead.
Yeah, it's a strong one. They do lack a bit of disable, but oh well, will come. Mirana gets banned out still by NEXT.kz. They know what Sigma likes to do with that Bane, so no surprises there. But there's still a lot of heroes in the pool that work well together with Bane, and we can still see anything coming out from Sigma, to be honest, as the Timbersaw and Clockwork get banned out. So a lot of offlaners removed from the pool right now. I mean, already in the first banning phase we had, of course, the Bristleback removed as well. So offlaners are starting to get a bit scarce right here. And something that Sigma has been doing a lot is run 2 dual lanes. And just a 2-1-2 scenario, so that's going to be something that might be an edge for them, because NEXT.kz hasn't really done that all that much.
I don't mind 2-1-2, I think it could work. There's another offlane going though.
Yeah.
That's the Nature's Prophet.
Nature's Prophet removed as well, so we'll see what Sigma goes for. Which heroes would you like to see? Like, normally when Sigma has a 2-1-2, they do get their hands on Mirana, and they run Mirana Bane. We also still have, of course, Gyrocopter and Kunkka that work well together with him. Which heroes would you like to see for Sigma in this case?
Well, if you're going to go for a 2-1-2, I'd prefer to have a hero that farms effectively and could do so kind of alone. Not necessarily like a solo laner, but somebody like a Luna in this scenario might be okay, but you saw Arrow last game, and he was very effective on that Storm Spirit. That could be okay early on in this game as well. I wouldn't imagine them seeing it, but something that can be okay and aggressive actually in a 2-1-2, because that's the entire point, is having a hero that doesn't need a babysitter. So well, or at least doesn't need it to an extent of a tri-lane. Like a Life Stealer, for example, is a hero that works really well in that fashion, because you have Rage. You obviously, if you get in a bad position, open wounds to be aggressive. I like the Life Stealer pickup coming up from Sigma.
I do. Does not really, like, it's a very safe pick. Does not really lock them down into having to go for tri-lane. Can go aggressive, can go safe. Doom pickup by NEXT.kz though, and that together with the Slark, they have run the Doom on the safe lane solo and then aggressive trail lane, would mean that Slark is probably mid in that case. But Doom is also a hero, like, for example, we still have the Dragonite in the pool, which is a hero that we have seen mid quite often for Sigma. There's a lot of mid heroes still in though, so don't get me wrong, there's Pucks and everything is actually still in, because they ban mostly offlaners and OD. But Doom could actually be doing very well up against Dragonite mid as well. So they have still got such a versatile lineup. And that's going to be an Invoker.
Well, that's awesome.
Yes.
I like how they picked that right into a Doom. But they just don't care, apparently, like at all. That's kind of funny when you think about it. But Invoker can be very effective if you get in the levels, and I think this is going to be a fun game to watch just because of that pickup.
Yeah. No matter if it's going to be maybe slightly... Because it could be one-sided. I mean, like NEXT.kz, they had a very good start of the season, but they've kind of fallen off favor in their recent games in the season. But with an Invoker in the match, you're never going to get bored. That's just that simple. Fada Invoker. It's been a while since I've seen a Fada Invoker, actually.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a whole lot myself.
Still interesting to watch. NEXT.kz, one more hero needed before we go to the last batting phase, and they kind of have to reveal right now what they're going to do mid. I do like Doom up against the Invoker, but because they have and an Invoker now and a Lifestealer, now Doom has to choose. Which one is he going to do? Both are decent targets, and both, if you're going to leave them alone, if you're not going to Doom them, well, then they're going to be in trouble. Of course, on the upside, there's also a Bane with a Fiend script, so... Actually, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong side. Wow! That was awkward. But, then maybe then a Rubik. Steal that Fiend script, because they need a disable still. Yeah, get a Rubik. I'd say Rubik. Or
yeah. I think Ruby could work in this scenario. It gives them that extra support that they need. They disable, like you talked about, and potential to steal a lot of things, including Frostbite, including Fiend's Group, including everything, really. So I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Rubik in this game, and it actually helps set up Slark's Pounds a little bit better and just chasing them down, which is what their team is pretty much all about here. They have to have some way to get and fight. Pounds is one way, obviously. They're going to go for the Vengeful Spirit instead, which is a little bit more lockdown because you have Magic Missile, obviously, and Swap, which is always a nice thing. But, interestingly, go for the bench. I guess it's to get rid of the Bane's Fiend's Grip. It's a good counter because you could just swap right out of that and you'll be fine.
Although on the other side, you can't really stun up the Lifestealer roll that much because he'll be able to rage before it actually hits, assuming he is fast on the fingers, which, you know, at this caliber of games, you're gonna assume. So, yeah, I like the Venge pickup. It is strong. I don't think it was needed as a fourth pickup. I don't think it was gonna get banned, but it does mean that they're gonna have a surprise last pick. And that's probably the one that they wanted to go for. Like, keep everything in the dark. Don't reveal what that Doom is going to be. If that Slark is going to be mid, or if that Slark is going to be offlane. If it's going to be, like, safe lane Doom. They're not revealing anything right now, and everything is so possible. And it's going to be interesting to see what Sigma bans out, because that will reveal what they are expecting NEXT.kz to do.
I wouldn't mind seeing Slark mid up against the Invoker because I feel like Slark has a strong laning presence and Invoker really doesn't. His base damage is pretty minimal at the beginning. Later on in the lane, I think Invoker could do really well against the Slark, but like at the start, Slark should just pounce and just be all of the Invoker, unless Forge Spirits are out, which is also going to be later on in the lane like I talked about. So I wouldn't mind seeing Slark in that mid lane. And Doom works as well. I mean, you could throw any hero up against an Invoker and just be generally fine, so...
It's actually Sigma that bans out the Luna, so that does mean that they're expecting Slark or Doom indeed in that middle lane. And still have something else to compare up with the Visage Vengeful Spirit. By the way, that combination, Visage and Venge, very gank heavy. Invoker needs help of his supports.
Yeah, the Venge can roam very easily and get a Magic Missile, and Visage can help out with Grave Chill. Visage alone is not the best ganker, but with another hero with a disable, like a Vengeful Spirit or like a Crystal Main, he can do very, very well. So expect them to try to go for Invoker pretty early on here, and if they don't, I think that's going to be a very big problem because they have to shut him down. If they don't, then he's going to get up his levels, and you never want to have to deal with levels on an Invoker, regardless of if you have BKB or not.
I hope that we're going to see an aggressive tri lane. Keep those supports on the bottom lane busy.
5 seconds remaining.
And I don't know which hero they're going to pick up with that. I mean, there's still a Jarek.
Wow.
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 I have seen this hero picked up last, I believe, in StarLadder, not this season, but previous one, by Godlack, where he had a Centaur, like when he was just into Captain's mode, a Centaur and a Troll, and, some other tanky heroes, and he actually farmed up a lot of gold, and he was able to get himself hearts, and at some point he was just unkillable.
He's quite the tanky hero.
Yeah.
The problem is he's slow until he gets level 6. So getting a position to stun up with your stun is kind of difficult at the beginning. Also, your Double Edge does a lot of damage to yourself. It's a big nuke, don't get me wrong, but it does a lot of damage to yourself. Then they go for Bat Rider for NEXT.kz, which means I don't think Slark is going to go mid.
No, Slark is going to be the carry role.
So I don't like that.
Mid.
I mean, I guess it's not bad against the Invoker, but I'd prefer to see something like the Slark or the Doom against the Invoker, but Bat Rider does just fine too.
I have to say, I mean, yes, we already said that basically you can put everything up against the Invoker. I was still expecting, or still hoping rather, for just a very aggressive last hero pickup that just can get a totally dominating early game at the mid game. And I guess Batrider is one of those, but he does need a higher ramp up time than a hero that I was thinking about. He needs more than just levels, he needs to get a Blink Dagger. And we'll see if he gets that fast enough. Oh, I love having no FPS issues. Stupid Skype. Sorry. Look at that.
Understandable.
Smooth. Sorry. So, yeah. Let's take a look at who is playing what. As Lifestealer is actually Miguel. And it's actually Pylai Dai that's playing the Crystal Maiden.
Is it really?
Yes. He played under the same name yesterday when he was playing for SSD.
Aubrey Plaza is a really, well, not really, but a well-known American actress.
Oh.
She's quite good. She's
I don't think she would
Parks
play
and
Dota.
Rec. No, I don't think so either. I think she could be a bit of a nerd, but she probably doesn't play Dota, no. Much to my chagrin. Yeah.
Well, let's then take a look at who is playing what and what we're gonna see from Fada this game. First of all, by the way, I didn't actually check this during the game, during the draft, but I will show you the score still. The score is of course for Sigma. This is their last game. If they win this game, they will go to Kiev. That's just that simple. If they lose this game, there is gonna be a chance at a 3-way tie between Rux, Fnatic, and Sigma. How about that? Then everything is still possible because Sigma has a head-to-head advantage over Fnatic. Fnatic has it over Rux, and Rux has it over Sigma. Something like that. It's like a 3-way tie. So that's quite an interesting thing to note. NEXT.kz, they are most likely not going to go to Kiev unless some teams mess up big time, and that is not really likely to happen as as the opponents that the team still have are not the highest ranked ones. Let's just put it that way. Well, for Sigma, they'll be on the ready inside. They play with two stand-ins. We've got Fada playing the Invoker with the Centaur played by... Who's this? Soxka?
It is Sakshika, I believe.
Okay, we have Mad playing the Bane. Miguel playing the Lifestealer, and it is Pylai Dai playing the Crystal Maiden as a stand-in. And I will let you introduce NEXT.kz, but first, we're gonna see if this leads to a clash. Oh, they know where they are. They're hiding. They're hiding.
Look at this.
Oh, boom! Mad! In comes a crush. Oh, that Centaur stomp hit on 3. Nobody actually died yet. Amazing is trying to run away. Looks like he'll be able to make it out as Mad is going to be killed off. Soul Assumption is their first. Mantis dies straight after, but the first blood already for NEXT.kz. Equal trying to make his way out of this as he will be forced to be left alone by the heroes of Sigma. Another stomp comes out up onto this time. Reeves as well as the Batrider. Reeves, one more hit needed, and that's going to be a double kill for Fada. They're going for more. They're going for amazing. Lifestealer will be making it out alive. Batrider won't. Triple kill for Fada. Oh my god, it is 3-1. NEXT.kz might have had that first blood on their visage, but oh my god. Afterwards, they got owned. That was so fun. Hiding in the nuke there from the small camp. What a good start to a match.
I'm actually lagging out. Oh
me
god.
Me too.
Okay, good. Not just.
This is not me. This is not you.
StarLadder?
This is Dota.
Why? Why is it always during StarLadder? Man, that's frustrating.
You know what would be extra frustrating? If this game would disappear and if there would not be a remake possible, if the load would not be possible. I mean, you can't have a load for before 0 minutes, and obviously we're not at 0 minutes yet.
Holy crap, that would annoy the heck out of me if that happened. Oh, thank god they paused it. Alright, good. We're okay. We're okay. Because Sigma, I can tell you right now,
they do not want to have a remake. No,
I'll tell you right now, fucking Mad would be pretty mad if this game had to be remade. Like, that would be something that is... You just got 4 kills, 3 of which went to your Invoker, who, by the way, Invokers are pretty happy about getting Midases very quickly, because they need levels. So, if the Midas wasn't able to complete it in time for Fata, I can tell you right now, there would be... Oh, man, there would be some... Wow. You can see, Sigma's just like, can you save, please? Can you please save?
Yeah, if that's possible.
I don't even know if it is, actually. That's the real problem.
It's not possible. There's no way. Like, it automatically saves every minute. But you need to have a minute first.
Maybe there's a console command to save?
No, like, because there's just no way to load before the 0 minute mark.
Well, I'll look it up. I mean, you're probably right, but...
Oh. Well, we have a pause. We're waiting for the game title to be stable again. Looks like, we also wait for Equal to get back as he just disconnected, so... Okay, so the sound that we're hearing is Lifestealer teleporting back to base, because of course he is gonna regen and then he's gonna go bottom. Doesn't want to miss any creep things. Oh, actually we are at... Wow, I just checked the time. Apparently we did have some time passing, because now it's already 0:15. We're actually at the 0 minute mark, past the 0 minute mark.
Yeah, it was like 15 seconds that had elapsed when that was all happening, I think, but...
Yeah.
So, that's still before, of course, the start of the game, theoretically. The game actually has started, for all intents and purposes. I mean, people are just dying. The Lifestealer is keeping bottom. He's just going to eat trees and then use feast to get up to full health. As long as he doesn't take any hits from, like, creeps or, you know, obviously hits from Mantis, he'll be okay. And he'll just be able to regen passively through his feast, but... we'll see where everyone else wants to go for Sigma here. They have some heroes top still.
Look at the difference in levels, though. Like, that's...
It's like getting a Roshan, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite, but close to that. I mean, they're pretty happy. They only lost, you know, a couple heroes. They lost, I think, one hero in that fight, and that was the Bane, so...
Yeah.
That's not a bad hero to lose at all.
No, that it just means more experience for the rest, because Bane did not get a single point of experience. And Fada actually got level 2, so that's important for the middle lane. Centaur gets himself a level 2 Lifestealer. Like, all the cores on the side of Sigma are level 2.
It's huge. And like I talked about, I mean, Invoker actually bought something. I'm not sure what, but he did buy something. It looks like it is going to be that Ring of Basilius, which we see so often now on Invokers, because it gives you that no mana issues. Obviously, having in some extra armors is nice for your Forge Spirits as well. So I like that coming out from, of course, the Invoker. But Reeves in the top lane getting ganked, potentially.
Yeah, the slow's already there. Centaur can't get the stun off anymore. I do like an aggressive trial with the Centaur. Not that I've ever seen it before, but it's kind of funny. I mean, Nightmare can set up perfectly. Like, normally I say Nightmare is setting up for all kinds of things, but I never actually said Centaur, obviously. But it can actually set up for that stun. I do like that. And the slow, of course, doing the same thing. And with that start that he has, he actually also has double edge already, so that's a lot of damage coming out, and they're actually going to go for Reeves. I think they might be able to one Nightmare to set it up. In comes the stun, the Sunstrike, everything is there for the kill. One more hit, and it will be Soxka that takes it home, and that can happen every single time that Sunstrike is up.
Yeah, that was impressive, and I think maybe Doom could have got there for the Nightmare, but he would have to run up and right-click it, and he's a melee hero, so that'd be tough. So, yeah, I mean, they found a little bit of a niche here for Sigma. They can Nightmare into the stun, like you mentioned. Frostbite can even come out if they can level it up in a moment. Obviously, Sunstrike is available, so it's going to be able to be really effective, and I like the fact that they're doing it in an aggressive tri-lane. I think that it works well to shut the, the opposing carry down, and down bottom, Lifestealer's actually getting harassed a little bit. He's still sitting at 7 lasted, so he's not that bad. But this is where NEXT.kz are going to be able to get back in the game with maybe some farm on Mantis in this bottom lane.
Yeah, because they're not going to get a top, that's for sure. And they seem to have also accepted that fact with the Doom going into the jungle. And indeed, that first support rotating bottom. We do have another Sunstrike coming out. Reeves under attack. There is no Centaur this time, but it doesn't look like it matters. I mean, he was forced to pick up the Soul Assumption first because of the amount of nuke that he could do. So he doesn't really have any way to increase his movement speed. He did have boots, but, you know, supports are rich this game, so do they. Apart from Matt, actually, did not have boots. Crystal Main does, though.
Yep, and to be able to get that kill without your Centaur is pretty damn impressive, I think. And the body blocks from fucking Matt were really on point there, just to make sure that Visage didn't get out. And maybe if Visage has a stick or something, he survives, but it's too early for that.
Whoa.
And that was what I was talking about down bottom. There's a lot of damage there, surprisingly enough, so...
Yeah, Mantis luckily just got a Tango still from the Vengeful Spirit. Doesn't have Shadow Dance, obviously, just yet, but would love to have it right now because he's very low. Lifestealer could just make a go for it. He is coming back right now. In the meantime, Mad is harassing Equal, and...
Oh my
I have
god.
the same thing again. Not that,
yeah, it's me too, don't worry, don't worry.
Oh, that's such like a scary moment. Like, am I still here? Luckily,
Casting Dota is always a stressful environment, I feel like. It's one of the most stressful things. in the world, because you never know what's going on with you, what's going on with the stream, what's going on with the game. It's just like you have a lot of factors you can't control.
Yes.
Your internet's bad? Well, oh well. That's unfortunate.
And we have nobody pausing. Because obviously, I can't pause to an observer because I unbinded that because I don't want to have the whole final thing happening to me.
Well, I'm sure somebody's paused.
I hope so.
I'd be very surprised to see them just play this out right now.
I am constantly like in the game, out the game. I'm not getting kicked just yet. For both servers. There comes the pause. 3:03 is my clock.
Yeah, I'm at the same. I don't know what was that before. I didn't see, but looks like nobody's died or anything. Actually,
Equal did take an extra pounding, but he's actually on his way back to base. We did have a disconnect happening. The Bat Rider disconnected in the middle lane. He's flying back. But
yeah, that
doesn't really matter all that much. Look at Invoker's portrait.
Changed. It's his chest. Just
yes.
I don't know what the... Alright. That's fine. Look at where fucking Matt is, and then look at where Equal is. They're like right next to each other. Had Equal, or excuse me, had fucking Matt had any other help, had the CM been up there, they could have gotten that kill on Doom, but...
On servers.
Servers.
I think because he has got Scorched Earth, right? Yeah, he can run.
Yeah, he'll regen, and yeah, he'll be fine. He's only level 1, though, which is actually quite surprising.
And Matt is sitting at level 2, so he has Brain Sap as well. He still hasn't used it, and he might be able to Nightmare. There's no Crystal Maiden around, though. I'm not sure if he can actually get him. Like, he can Nightmare, then wait a bit, then Brain Sap and attack a bit again, and get into position for blocking, and might be able to get something going there. Or Brain Sap and then Nightmare, and then wait for a moment. Because can he do that twice? Does he have the mana pool for that? No. He can only...
No. I don't think there's any way that Bane can get this kill. I'd be very surprised to see fucking Matt pick this one up, but I guess against the level 1 it might be possible, considering he's... Well, he's only level 2, so... I don't think so. I don't think there's any way fucking Matt can get this kill. And, but the thing is, that's important to know, is the Equal didn't go for that jungler build that you see so often with Doom to get a Quelling Blade and a Stout Shield, so he's going to have a bit of a tougher time, because I think he was expecting the lane up top. Obviously, we talked about it already. They wanted to get him farm top lane, and that's just not happening, so he's got to be relegated to this.
Yeah, luckily he gets solid farm, or once he gets level 2, that is, with his Devour, and he will, or solid farm, he gets at least some secure farm. Let's put it that way. Like, there's no way to take that away from him unless you die and kill him off constantly, but at least he'll get that. But yeah, for NEXT.kz, they have to really hope that Mantis pulls through. He is the one to be getting that mid game going for them, and make sure that the game gets put in a balance again, and, you know, have an even game from that point onward until Doom gets big enough to start dominating. But at the same time, Sigma, they are already looking so good in this game. I mean, that early fight that actually, I mean, it was started by NEXT.kz. They were the ones hiding in that small camp. And just a Centaur in the midst of everybody, that stun on 4. I mean,
oh yeah,
that, and in a clutch period, that Centaur is OP. That's just that simple.
It's a nice little bit of control you have in that team fight. The stun when they were all leaving was the clutchest. You could see NEXT.kz were trying to abort that mission, and they were like, nope, that's not happening. So I actually just ran at them and stunned them, and they got 2 kills because of it. And they got it on a hero that really needed it, which is the Invoker. So he's sitting pretty right now with boots. He's got his Basilius, he's got his Null Talisman, he's good to go right now. And we have reconnected the game, which means hopefully we'll jump back in a second here. But the important thing to note is that there's a 1,500 gold and experience lead for Sigma right now at 3 minutes in, which is ridiculous when you think about it.
Yeah, it's only 3 minutes. It's just, that's insane, actually. We have got to go again. They're going to try again. Let's take a look at Equal and Mad, see who gets out alive. As there's some harassment coming out. Let's see if there's going to be a Nightmare. No Brain Step either. He just lets him go. Harasses him, lets him go. Talking about harassing someone and letting him go. This is not going to happen to the Crystal Maiden. He just got pounced upon and stunned, and there's no way for Pilot to get out of that one alive. And again, that's going to be very needed. NEXT.kz needs these kills. That's their only source of income right now. Their only source of keeping themselves in the game. As Reeves, I do like that they still have someone here top. I mean, Reeves, he might not be able to get all too much in range of this, and he just made a mistake at right-clicking on the Centaur. Even if you don't, like, again, even if you don't actually last hit, you still take that backlash damage. Or what's it called? Return damage.
Return, yeah. It's actually quite a bit of damage early on, so Reeves has to be careful about that. like you mentioned, I like the fact that he's getting, you know, some experience here, because that's a hero that really needs level 6. I mean, VIII is probably one of the biggest supports to get level 6 on, other than Bane or something like that.
Yeah, Bane, who's actually rotating middle. They won't be finding Batrider though, because he's making his way bottom, gets the rune there, the illusion rune, which is not going to be denied by Pylai Die, though I did try. I think he didn't want to. But no, can't do that one. And therefore moves himself, well, just to farm, and Batrider moves himself back middle. We still have Bane hanging around there, though. They know that he is coming back. They also know he has an illusion rune. We also see Mantis and Amazing rotating with the Doom. Doom goes bottom. In comes the Centaur ult. They want to try and take down this Batrider. Should be able to do that with the Cold Snap coming out. He tries to fly away, but no such luck. Matt gets the kill. And that was the level 6 Centaur, by the way, at 4.5 minutes in. Yes, the pounce hit still, though, on the Centaur, and he's still going to be in a lot of trouble, but he might actually get Mantis. In comes the stun. Nicely done. A soul assumption, and one more right click. Amazing takes the kill. And this is NEXT.kz fighting back. They take the top lane back. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, we do have Equal in a bit of trouble, as he is trying to run away from this Lifestealer, but I don't think he can. Or he can.
Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth, no problem.
Yeah, that's a close gank, and Equals is saying, please, I just want to get some farm. You know, that's a salve that only got used to halfway because he just got infested. That's oh come on, seriously.
Dota, please.
Well,
425,
you know,
424 is when I saw it stand still. By the way,
I thought we were gonna have a day of StarLadder without any disconnects whatsoever, without any sort of lag, without any server issues, but that seems to be impossible, at least for me. So,
well, you know, it started with me having issues. But, again, apparently that wasn't enough. It was 5:24 when this lag started happening, by the way, and we just decided to keep track of that, see what time it is when the pause actually comes back.
Alright, everybody, get your notebooks down. We're going to talk
I
about
have
the
my notebook down, don't worry.
There you go.
I wrote it down. Interesting. Oh, look! It's already 5:15, so we just jumped back in time. Awesome.
Wait, what? How does that happen?
It was 5:24 when we started lagging.
I know. I saw. Interesting. So I guess the people that are doing this, the people that are pausing, are doing it like right after they sense some lag happening.
Yes.
So they're doing it before any sort of things become an issue.
I mean, that's yeah. As a player, you obviously notice it probably before we do.
Yeah, I mean, when you're moving and then all of a sudden you're not moving and you're trying to move, that becomes a bit of an issue. You're like, yeah, I think we're gonna pause now. So
yeah, we can go to the 5-minute mark, which is a decent timing as well. I mean, Batrider is not gonna get ganked. We have the support standing around middle. The Centaur was already dead as well, so this is a decent timing. 5 minutes.
I think we may have like an hour-long game for a 20-minute game here. Like once it hits 20 minutes, we'll be in the game for about an hour. So
that could be the case. In the meantime, they go on Mantis on the top lane. Sunstrike coming out as well. Mantis will get picked up.
And Invoker knows that they're missing from top, but he's actually going to go right back in the lane. He's in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get slowed down. He doesn't have his invis just yet. He puts up the wall, but I don't think it matters at all. In comes Maddie. Might be able to help out. Might be able to get a kill on Amazing and on Reeves perhaps as well. He doesn't have a brain sap, but he does have the right clicks. He will actually die for that one. He's standing in the flames. 3 stacks of sticky napalm. Batrider though can't really come into close. Matt is not actually giving up. He's by himself. But apparently he's not worried at all. Forces everybody back. 1 Bane. It's enough to do that one. It's still an Invoker for support, which is a very decent trade indeed. At the same time, I mean, Invoker did just also get the experience for the kill on the top lane. As he is maybe able to get that again. Oh, Mantis, run! Dude, that was scary. Sunstrikes are scary.
They are. And the Invoker dying, actually, I don't mind. Because you're getting close to level 6 on Bane, which is huge. I mean, he's the highest level support right now. He's actually 1 level behind a mid Batrider, which is amazing for Bane at this point in the game. And anytime you can get Fiend's Grip, it's a huge win. So obviously, and I talked about NEXT.kz, this is something they kind of had to do. It's not something that you're like, you know, oh, you know, we're not going to gank an Invoker, it's fine. It's definitely not fine. They need to do that. So 1 gank is fine, but they need a lot more of that, especially since he got such a lead. And wow, that's a haste rune up for the Batrider. Oh boy.
Yeah, Cold Snap still gets the lasso off though, but he's still... No, he just gets some support. In also comes a stun, but in comes Pylai Die. Fada's still alive. His stick charge is helping him out a lot there, and it might be enough Matt is actually looking for a brain sap, won't be able to find anybody anymore, and actually Crystal Maiden still gets nuked down by Reeves. At least they get something off the back of that as a Nightmare and a Sunstrike come out. Up on Reeves, you're dead. Stun still up on Matt. They might be able to get that one in return at least, which is going to be nice, but Invoker already took one kill there, and so it's not that big of a loss anyway for Sigma, because Invoker getting bigger and bigger here. I mean, every Sunstrike kill that he gets, if he actually has the last hit on that with the Sunstrike, doesn't matter where on the map he hits it, he gets the experience, and right now he's level 8, which is the highest level in the game, and the only one close to that on the side of NEXT.kz is Mantis, who is level 7, as he is standing still and running in place. So we do have another lag spike coming out. But right now, I mean, the rest of NEXT.kz is all level 6 or lower. Well, Sigma has got a Crystal Main level 4, fair enough, but the rest is all level 6 and higher. That's a very scary difference.
It really is, and it just goes to show how well Sigma's been playing. They've overextended a couple of times, you know, especially mid. But Invoker, he picks up a Buckler actually, so he's going for a mech on Invoker, which is something I haven't seen a whole lot of, but I don't mind it. I think that's really nice to have early on in the game, and you know, he'll be able to get levels by fighting, by being aggressive early on, and that's something you need to do as an Invoker, but alright, no pause, I guess?
We are jumping back in time though, it's fine, because we actually started lagging at 750 and it's now 750, so it's fine. It's so weird though. I mean, that's awkward. We just jump back in time.
Is. Yeah, this is a strange scenario to be in. Double damage for the Crystal Maid. Maybe looking for bottom, because Reeves is here alone. They can gank him pretty easily. Top lane, I'd like to switch to the Maid. Mantis is getting some farm now. He's only at 15 last hits, but he is level 7, so he's getting experience at the very least.
Yeah, and actually, yeah. Visage is level 5.5, which is pretty decent. I mean, Vengeful
Smoke up on
Spirit.
top lane.
Oh.
Actually, Bane was smoked up. He's got caught now. I think they spotted him. He does have feed script. They wanted to try to maybe gank Mantis, but I don't.
They're still gonna go for this. He's still gonna be able to fiend script that. In comes the stun though from Mad, and oh, equals still that. Brain step there from Amazing was the stun, of course. Mad got stunned, got pounced, and it looks like he's gonna get killed as well. The Doom still up on the Centaur doesn't seem to stop him. Who cares about Doom if you're a Centaur? I mean, his Doom is almost running out. He can stun again. He can't turn this around. Or can he? Or can he? Double edge. Oh, that was so close. And Mantis, that range creep still has it in for him, but it looks like he'll be making it out alive. In the meantime, Batrider does die mid, so that's something that Sigma gets in return. They also get a gank still up on the Visage, while coming in from behind with the Crystal Maiden and the Life Stealer. So 2 for 2 across the map. But wow,
Yeah,
that Centaur, that Doom really doesn't do anything to him.
No, I don't know.
Stopping him from casting spells, but it doesn't actually hurt him all that much.
No, it doesn't hurt him. That's not the point of the Doom. The Doom was to make sure that he couldn't stun and, you know, make it kind of difficult for them to fight around it. So, but Mantis has done this a lot. Mantis has got a lot of kills and had very close calls because of it. He's been low in health about 3 or 4 times just by, you know, getting kills. And he does it again. He grabs 2, or at least helps grab 2, and, you know. But that gives room to the Invoker, who gets a kill middle again, and now he's actually just going to TP out smartly. Oh, he can't make it.
Flame Rake, but it was on the wrong side, so he gets actually helped up to the high ground. Mantis will have another pounce in a couple of seconds, and it looks like he wants to make... Oh god, that's the worst timing. We didn't have such worst timing just yet. Did we?
No, that's nothing has been as bad as that is, so...
Because, I mean, he has his Shadow Dance up, so I think he can turn this around.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
he can kill
Mantis, Fata can get dove. I don't think they will, because you look at how far the Batrider's behind, and he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so there's no real way he can catch up.
He can bounce, though. There's a way, like, he can bounce again.
Yeah, but then there's risks for TPs coming in from Sigma, and then they can really turn it around for Sigma. You know, Sigma could just jump on top of this and capitalize very easily. You can, I mean, the Centaur's got a TP.
Well, the pounds are still there. They're gonna go still. Fada is the one to die. In comes Open Moonstone. Lifestealer making its way to bottom. Still gets lassoed. Do we have a stun coming out? No, the Nightmare upon Amazing will prevent that, and the Batrider will go down to the tower still on the high ground. Stun still comes out. Up on Mad. Amazing is gonna be the one to die though. Walks into death. The Lifestealer there to take him down 3.
Oh my god, Mantis, no.
Mantis.
Oh, he didn't stun first. Sakshika, why?
Double edge first. Be too greedy.
Why didn't he stun? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know if he would have gotten the kill. It'd have been close. Well, either way, though, that's exactly what I was talking about. It wasn't necessarily TPs coming through. It was just the rotations from Sigma. In the end, it's a 2-for-1 trade. And you're like, okay, we lost the Invoker, but, like, he still finished his mech up anyways, and now the Lifestealer has a Midas and he's farming very effectively, so is it really worth it to dive that far?
No.
Probably not.
I have to say, I do like Doom's tail. I just noticed it. Look at Doom's tail. It's a fancy tail.
It is. It's quite the set he's got here. Cursed Tail of Impending Transgression.
And we can actually look at that considering we have got a lag spike. I wonder if this game is actually going to get played out, but this is something that Sigma... I mean, you don't want to stop this game because obviously you got just the best start that you could get in a game unless you do with level 1 Roshan.
Well, I understand they don't want to stop it, but now the load and saves can happen. Like, that's something that actually can work as of right now,
yeah.
So...
The question then comes, like, is it the server that's the issue? Like, will a different server fix this?
It should. But then again, who knows? And it doesn't hurt to try, I think, considering what else are we going to do? Just sit around and watch a 20-minute game that's an hour and a half long, you know? So... There doesn't seem to be any choices from the admins just yet. Nothing in the Skype chat or anything along those lines, so...
Well... I can't see anything in the Skype, by the way, so if there's something said, let me know.
I will tell you, but as of right now, everything is just, yeah.
Yeah. Everything is quiet. Oh, we might have someone in the wrong side of the jungle. War Runner, Centaur, Sokshka. Such a difficult hero to take down. They really need a Blink Lasso for him to catch him out of position, to catch him at all, actually. Which is, the Blink Dagger is actually still quite far away. In comes the Centaur ult still. They take down the tower. They won't be able to find anybody of NEXT.kz by the looks of it. They also kind of need a Blink Dagger upon the Centaur, but he went for a Hood first. Which I do like, because if he does get caught out, if he does get lassoed, it's very unlikely they can nuke him down.
Yeah,
before he is out again and able to turn this around.
Yeah, I mean, now he has a lot of potential to survive. Plus, Double Edge is not going to do nearly as much damage as it would if he didn't have one. So he's got some magic resistance now. He's ready to go. He's ready to fight. I mean, he's got almost 50% magic resistance right now with that hood. So he's feeling pretty good about himself here.
Yeah, he definitely is. And he is farming decently as well. I mean, he is not that high. Like the two other cores on the side of Sigma are quite a bit higher, but he's still higher than everybody of NEXT.kz, so it's not something to be sad about. So we do have a smoke up behind the tier 1 tower bottom. Looks like they want to try and take down, well, this is Lifestealer first, but Lifestealer first get Vengeful Spirit. The Doom up on Fada, pounds as well. Fada gets Nightmare for the moment. He will still get picked off, though. Soul Assumption to take him down. Phoenix Grip up on Mantis, though. Will get him picked up. Last two up on Matt, but it looks like this is Sigma turning it around. The Bagrider will go down as well. 4 dead. That is gonna be a double kill for the Lifestealer, and it looks like a team wipe. This is a fight that NEXT.kz was aiming to take. Fada still, of course, went down, but he bought back for this, and it's definitely worth it. They take a tower, take down everybody of NEXT.kz, and that is just pretty damn impressive.
I thought they were DC'd for a second, though. They were all sitting around the bottom lane. And
but then Crystal Maiden started moving around. So.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, we're fine. But that's a team wipe. The Invoker brought back. He actually didn't even need to. Fata didn't even need to be there.
Oh, we are lag now, by the way. We are.
Yeah, we are. Let's see what the Bane's doing. The Bane's dancing.
Yeah. Sidestepping dance. Cool. We can have that.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see NEXT.kz GG if they lose another fight here. Because
yeah, especially now with the server issues.
Oh, absolutely. I think that definitely plays into it as well. They could just try to be as annoying as possible to Sigma and just stay in the game. But I don't think either team really wants that. You know, NEXT.kz has other things they need to do as well. So I think with Sigma's lead and the fact that they have a Lifestealer now who does have a Midas 2,000 gold in the bank, and they actually almost have a 10,000 gold lead, this game should be over if they can win the next fight. And they have a mech. That Doom was on the Invoker, so that was without a mech, by the way, and any Invoker spells. So it doesn't matter, apparently, though, for Sigma.
No, it doesn't matter at all. Who cares about mechanisms when you have a Centaur lives through everything? I mean, yeah, Fada died. It was a good kill on Fada, but I don't know, it was just too much to come back to from, like, Sigma had the Lifestealer still there. I mean, they jumped on the Lifestealer first, right? They swapped him in. And with that, yes. Amazing was already dead. I mean, normally, if you're a Vengeful Spirit, you swap yourself into enemy lines, so you're gonna assume that you're not gonna live very long. But he died way too fast. He didn't even get the stun off, I believe. And there we go again. Still a bit laggy
it's
here.
so laggy.
But nonetheless, we are moving, and they're going for tower, and we look like NEXT.kz is preparing for another stand. They don't have a Doom up though, and I'm not sure if they can do this. We already have Centaur running, like sitting behind. They're going in. In comes the ult once again. Reeves is gonna get picked up first. The stomp comes out on 2, both amazing and Batrider, and a perfect time for a pause. Okay, that was sarcasm because, or sarcasm rather, because that is obviously not the perfect time. Holy cow, that's just bad.
I love what Sigma does though to initiate it. There's no blinks, there's nothing like that. They just all of a sudden, like, it goes from them running at the tower to like Centaur hitting R and then just them like being on top of NEXT.kz in like less than a second. It's so good.
I mean, they don't necessarily have the "we're gonna run at you and kill you" lineup, but that's exactly what they're doing.
They really are.
Just that Centaur is allowing them to do that. I mean, Blink Dagger on the Batrider, who cares about that if, you know, normally you want to grab someone out, but everybody's just running at you.
Yeah, you can't grab somebody out of position if they're already out of position just running at you. Just saying, oh, we're here now, by the way, you're not going to be able to catch us out. Like, okay, yes, you got a lasso, but you're also getting hit by like 4 other heroes, and you're just like, I can't do anything, team, please help. But like, and Lifestealer as well, being able to run at people is a huge issue, because Lifestealer's main issue is getting kited once his open wounds are on cooldown. He doesn't even use open wounds, he can just run at people and like kill very quickly. So and Fata being able to get in a better position is huge for his spells, because Blink Dagger Invokers aren't very surprising either. Those are things that do exist in the game, but you know, they should win this fight here. I mean, everyone slideshow Dota.
Batrider died.
He's definitely dead.
About, like, yeah, that's the kill. Ownage. Can we not have a pause?
This is quite funny.
Oh, we have
Seriously.
Never mind, we have a disconnect again.
I can't even see a disconnect.
There we go, Robo War. Indeed it is. The only 2 dead are the Batrider and the Visit, but it doesn't matter. Mantis is about to join him. He's able to at least get mad with it, but does not matter one bit. NEXT.kz lost another fight. They will lose their tower as well, and that means that Sigma is even further ahead than they were before. 1200 gold, 10k experience, and indeed a very nice fight. It was awesome to cast that one. It was so action-packed and eventful. I think that could have been ended, like, that could have been way worse for NEXT.kz if that lag wasn't there, I think.
Man.
You agree?
I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, maybe. I just don't know. Oh, come on, please.
Okay. We need to find a different way to cast this. Obviously. What is the best way? Because we can't keep talking about the pauses, because apparently they happen.
No, you're right.
What can we talk about?
Not the game, I think.
Not the game, because apparently, I mean, the game is paused, so we are paused in the game. We don't want to do story time, because obviously that is... It's too early for that. Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I have any stories anyways to tell.
Me neither.
No.
Well, I'm gonna say maybe... I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna be the most biased caster ever. But maybe NEXT.kz should GG out.
Well, we were talking about that already. I mean, they're very far behind, and I don't really see a way they can get back into this one. They have heroes that snowball, but heroes that don't do well in the later stages of the game. I guess if you have Devour, maybe you can get a Midas, but...
Is this all because of the first fight? Like, how different would this game have been without that triple kill for Fada on the top lane?
I think it would have been pretty different, but I think also that it's still maybe goes Sigma's way. Maybe not as much. Maybe they don't snowball out of control as much. I think they needed to change the lanes a little bit earlier on. I think Mantis up in the top lane showed that he could have done a very good job there, and they maybe could have put Doom bottom and have him been fine, but the way they set these lanes up for NEXT.kz, I think, really put them in a bad position, which would have happened regardless of any sort of issues. Or, I guess, team fight up in the top lane.
Team fight up in the... Oh, yeah. What?
The first one.
I was gonna say, like, there's nobody on top lane.
In the jungle.
Some creeps are hitting stuff. Some creeps are not. Like, the problem is that our admin, I believe, disconnected at some point.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue.
Just a little bit.
Somebody in chat, first Dota cast from PowerPoint presentation. It's very true.
Yeah, look at the chat. The chat's going mental. There we go.
People are disconnecting, but we have no one to load the game if we don't have an admin. I'm talking in Skype. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, not everybody has disconnected out of this one yet. Oh, but that's also because I can't see that. The Lex lobby is already up. But that might also be the next one. But I would assume that people already disconnected right now. Damn it.
I don't want to leave.
Well, I think we have to, because I think people already have left.
You're probably right. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we'll fix it soon.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to press the big red button.
Alright, well. Let's do it.
Done. Leave game. Join game. This is the wrong team. But we already have Mantis here, so Mantis cannot be in the previous game. So the previous game is gone regardless, so that's good.
That's true. Yeah,
oh,
we can't.
I know what I can have in the meantime. We don't have to talk about anything. You know why?
Why?
Because it's the internet. Internet cares about two things I've learned yesterday from Fogged. Cats and
What's
boobs.
That? Yeah, that's very true, actually.
I got a cat sitting in here. Well, actually, he's gonna move. Never mind. Damn it. Okay, so no cat cam. Sorry. And also no boob cam for obvious reasons.
Oh, poor chat.
Yeah, poor chat.
You're tearing them apart.
Yeah, you know, to be done. But that's us waiting for the next game. This is not the game. We are loading in a different game. Oh, we have a different lobby. Never mind. Are you in the right lobby? I am now in the right lobby. I was in the wrong one.
Now I'm in the right lobby.
Awesome. My bad. So let's see if we can get a load going. We do have the admin in here. And that's going to be good. And I'm all putting this all in the VOD because obviously I don't want to have to redo the whole thing. And otherwise I have to cut and paste and stuff. That's actually a lot of effort.
Yeah, you should just do it. People will deal with it. Be like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. They can see cat. They'll be happy. I showed the cat. Hello. So, we're waiting for the next game to start, which is not true. We're waiting for the game to continue. As we are gonna have the cat over the chat, because people don't like chats being public. Boom. We'll see if we have a good load going.
Wait, did BTS get in here?
I hope so for their sake. Did you? I didn't.
Yeah, because they were just sad.
Oh, I didn't see the chat. I didn't see the cat. I only saw the cat rather.
The cat chat. He didn't make it. It looks like. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Well, we're back in.
Oh, let's see if it works.
Is this a load? There we go. Boom. Got it. 14 minutes in.
14 minutes in. Let's see what we have happening right here. Sorry, people. The cat will have to go. Again, I can get the cat away once the pause unpauses. Looks like the fight on the bottom lane has already happened, obviously. But they're just backing out. The tower is down. And actually, come on. Ooh, I have to get rid of the cat. There we go. Back we are. Back we are. Well, let's see how smooth we are right now.
I think we're good. Well, I guess it's your computer, huh?
What?
I mean, are you lagging?
No.
Or everything? Okay, good. Good. We're good. Excellent. I don't think we'll have any lag issues in terms of that. So
did I sound like I was lagging?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making sure everything's okay.
Everything is okay.
Right. So
server is okay.
Lifestealer's going for Desolator, so that armor reduction is going to be disgusting. Not going for anything else, doesn't need an armlet or anything like that. Desolator's fine, I don't mind that at all. Fat already has his mech up, he's got 1,000 gold in the bank, so he'll probably go for something like a 4-step next, I'd imagine, just to have better positioning. Maybe Blink Daggers would be done for the Bane, he's already saving up for it, he's got 1,600 gold in the bank, so Bane getting a Blink is a huge upgrade. Blink's already done for the Centaur, so his next item should either be a pipe to finish it off, or even something else, and I imagine it's going to be that pipe just to finish it off, and it's going to be another Blink Dagger as well in the CM, so the supports are going for Blink Daggers just to be in better position. And I don't think you really need that, because you already have Centaur, like we talked about. You just run at people, so...
It's the ultimate run at you lineup. It's so scary. We do have a smoker from NEXT.kz. They want to take the fight to the Stigma rather than every time being run at. I don't blame them for that one. We'll see how far they get. And we see that they are also struggling with their items. I mean, Mantis was forced to go for 2 bracers. I mean, he wants to go probably for drums, but he just needs that extra survivability because you need to be able to survive the damage that gets done during the stun from the Centaur. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's see if Batrider can blink forward. There's a lot of smoke, people up, and that's a Fiend script, and a jump forward, and a stun, and 1 dead already. Mantis still pounces, finds himself with the Crystal Maiden, but Crystal Maiden just casted the Freezing Field, gets the kill in the end as Equal teleports himself out 3-4-0. Reeves still running away from that one, and that is just... I mean, this was NEXT.kz attempting to go for a fight, but Sigma was so ready for it.
Yeah, they were caught way out of position for NEXT.kz. That fight, that initiation really wasn't there. There was a little bit of a lag during the fight, but not that much. It was not that noticeable. And all in all, I mean, just too many, spells, too much to deal with here. Fiend's Grip, obviously, Invoker spells, Lifestealer hitting you. That's 3 dead, and maybe a 4th coming as Reeves is again caught out with a Nightmare Blink. Yep, oh, he's very much dead.
Yeah, there's no way he was gonna make it out alive there, but yeah, this is... I mean, it's nice to be reloaded and everything, but I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference on the outcome of the game. Like,
it's the same as it was before we left.
Yeah.
It was there's too much of a lead for, and the Gold Grass don't accurately tell how much of a lead that teams have. It's way more than 4,000,
right?
Yeah. So it's at least maybe up to 20k at this point in time, I think, or close to it. So
because the net worth graph is right?
It should be. I don't see, because that just takes into account how much gold and items you have and everything. So
look at the difference between that. That's just sad, kind of. Looks like they want to try and get the Equal here. They don't want to use any kind of fancy Fiend script things on it. They're just gonna run at him and kill him off, which should be possible. Equal still runs very fast though, but there's a Blink Dagger up on Clay. Gets constantly interrupted. He will still get the stun off, boom, and still get the kill with the double edge. I mean, can't get the blink off, of course, in the Scorched Earth, but doesn't really matter all that much. They teleport mid right now because NEXT.kz is I mean, they're trying. I'm appreciative of their attempts, but I'm not seeing it make that big of a difference just yet, as Batrider already gets picked up before he can make a change there. Amazing. Swapped. But still goes down to the Invoker. Reeves running away again. Mantis actually made it out alive, was able to teleport on the other side of the fight, which was great, but I mean, it's still very one-sided.
I mean, there's really nothing NEXT.kz can do at this point. If they decide to push up into the tier 3, if that's what Sigma wants to do, I don't think there's anything NEXT.kz can do to stop it. Even with a nice lasso, even with like a good soul assumption, a good couple of them on the heroes, even with the Doom, Slark pouncing in, there's not a whole lot they could do. I mean, the level difference is too big. There's nobody really losing in terms of experience to NEXT.kz on Sigma's side right now. There's items that are huge. The Desolator's already done, which means there's a ton of damage coming up from the Lifestealer. And not only the Lifestealer, but pretty much the Invoker and the Centaur on top of that. And then if the Centaur gets a heart, which it seems to be what he's going for with his Vitality booster, then he's just going to be unkillable. So you look at what Sigma has right now, it's just when do they want to push him? Do they want to go for a 2-2? Do they want to go for a Roshan? Or do they just want to take high ground and win the game? That's pretty much it. I'd be very surprised to see NEXT.kz get back in this game.
Yeah. Sigma have got decent war control as well. I mean, they know when NEXT.kz is leaving their base. They just saw them move up the high ground near the Roche Pit. They also have a ward like where they're standing next, and it looks actually like they want to smoke up, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I think that Sigma is just getting ready to run at them again. I mean, why not? They see Mantis again. Batrider flying over, looks for the Crystal Maiden, finds him as well, drags him further, but Centaur already in the house. Stuns up the Batrider. Flame Break still coming out. Crystal Maiden still dies, and Batrider actually makes it out alive. Mission complete. GG is called. They only wanted the Crystal Maiden there, as the rest of NEXT.kz just gets burnt down. That is going to be wicked sick on the Lifestealer, and the GG comes out indeed. And you were saying like a 20-minute game and it takes an hour. I think you were about right, because we are indeed at the exact starting time of the next game and at the ending time of this one, even though this game only lasted 20 minutes. Sigma, that advantage that they had at the start of the game, it just never got pulled straight by NEXT.kz. They tried valiantly, I have to say, but
yeah. It's what we call a snowball scenario. I think just Sigma just played out of their mind, I think, for the entire game, even with the issues they had. And, NEXT.kz, they put up a fight, but it wasn't enough. And Sigma come out on top, which means they've secured their spot going to Kiev.
Yeah, that is true. This was their last game. You're right. This is them almost guaranteed to go to Kiev. I say almost. I think it is guaranteed to go to Kiev, but it's just so many people can still throw. But it's not them. No, they go to Kiev. Hereby decided they shall be in Kiev. And we shall be seeing NEXT.kz again. This time they go up against SSD, so stay tuned. We'll be right there.